Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Talk, here with Mistress Boston.
And the Wolf of Ford.
Oh, your little tea toy.
And I am back from apparently my mother's basement. James, you piece of shit, how dare you?
Okie dokie. Welcome to Tea Talk, we're a fucking mess.
Welcome to Tea Talk, where this episode is likely to be a shambles.
Shambles.
Oh my god, thanks.
Alright, come on. I'm trying to load the questions, and it just isn't fucking happening.
Should we re-record the intro? Because this is a lot of dead air.
No, it's fine.
Dead ass.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Okay, anyway.
God, why?
Where the fuck? Oh, there they are. Okay, so,
Look, anytime you say Danny DeVito, fucking she clutches her teddy bear tightly as if he's going to come in.
As if it was Danny DeVito himself.
Alright. College. The best time for experimenting with sexuality, that is. Though, can college also be for exploring your fetishes and kinks? Meet people with the same interests? If you feel comfortable sharing, do you have any personal stories on that? Well, as you know, Gingerly Tickles, also known as James, who was rudely called out.
Hey, Princess Protein.
Yes, also known as Princess Protein. So many nicknames. And Brad. So, I kind of introduced him into the whole community thing. So, I mean, it was more, I guess, me introducing him into it. I also introduced Angus into it, because there's not really much else that I really had to explore. So, it was more me experimenting with other, I guess, lures and leads at that point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than the fact that I fairly recently discovered that I was bisexual. And...
Good for you. Oh,
yeah, thanks, guys.
She took interest.
Did I actually?
Well, you tell us.
Well then.
Cece, I'm flattered.
Putting you on the spot.
I'm just gonna...
Cece, it's okay. I wouldn't fuck me either.
Boston, are you kidding me?
I'm joking. Self-deprecating humor is the only way I'm able to express my deepest and inner insecurities.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
well,
please, someone...
My answer, I do want to just say this episode of Tea Talk is already a shitpost. Got that out of the way.
Alright, thanks, Alec.
For those of you who don't know, that is my running joke with any Skype call, anything else.
The Skype is a
shitpost.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the question. I don't even have the right to be answering because I didn't go to college.
Colleague.
Colleague. No, I didn't.
Send him to colleague.
God, I was going to make that joke.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess I have no experience or anything whatsoever, and it's actually been a while since anything. So,
Since what?
Poor Bab.
Since anything.
Since anything? I'm sorry,
Alec, are you trying to,
what do you mean by anything?
You're just mean today. I'm just gonna...
It's okay, ladies and gents, she's just afraid of saying the word tickle.
Evil eye.
Moving on.
Obviously, I'm the one who sort of completed university at this point, / kind of still there, but a different university because that's how masters work. During those 3 years, I didn't experiment with my sexuality because my sexuality was fairly set, boring, heterosexual. But I did experiment with it a bit with other people, just that I engaged with other people. I didn't have Tumblr or anything like that, and I was in a very long-term relationship throughout my entire university experience. So I didn't really have the freedom to sort of seek people out for things of that nature. So at least I didn't feel comfortable about doing it in real life with real people at that point. So yeah, I don't really have any massive experiences experimenting as such. I didn't do anything that I didn't do already. So yeah.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah, kind of a shit answer.
That happens.
No, it's all good. My answer is pretty poo, too.
That's not
I'm not
poo.
going to even answer it.
So, Boston,
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
you're the only one who did good on that question.
Well, I mean,
Good
the
work.
only reason for that is because I came out about literally, like, anything about this kink when I was, like, 13 to 15. Bless you. Bless you. Jesus Christ.
Bless you.
Violently
Our great king
sneezing.
has just experienced violent sneezing.
Criminy.
That's the only way.
Pray for him.
Violently.
Are you still sick, by the way, Alex?
I'm a little bit sick.
Oh, you poor baby.
I know.
Prayers for the king.
Um,
Hashtag prayers for the king.
Right.
Anybody listening to the podcast, say how you would come and look after all four of us if we were ill and stuck in a bed like at the beginning of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
You know,
Like
I
with-
think I know how they would take care of you, Alex.
They would beat me to death.
pro tip for anybody who wants to actually send me this anon: if you bring me coffee and snuggles, you win. Just saying.
Got it.
Listen.
Takes notes.
I think they'd go up to Alex
Nazis.
and just tell him how cute they all think he is, just to see him die.
I'm pretty sure Alex has seen enough 16s, you know, for a middle school to freak out.
If anyone sends me any more 16s, I am genuinely going to lose my fucking mind. I am for just calling people out, fucking debauchery.
Debauchery!
I think I have something to do right now.
If you actually...
I too also could go for a wank, but, you know, that's not what we're doing right now.
Wow.
I love how you guys took that and just ran with it. Like that's what I was talking about.
Exactly.
Ah, he's got his dick out. Right, next question, please.
Yes.
Because this is...
No one's. I couldn't. Okay.
All of us said that.
What's the weirdest thing that you've ever done or that has happened to you? Not niche related, just curious if you guys have any crazy stories. So, I know this isn't specifically supposed to be a niche related question, but, what the fuck is in your mouth?
Wait, sorry, it's my key card.
Oh.
Please continue the question.
So, oddly enough, this is going to just in a very subtle way. Basically, I started talking to one of the, someone from the community that is no longer part of it in a very kind of offset, so I just don't post anymore. And just for sakes, I'm just going to keep their identity, you know, completely to myself for certain reasons. And we started talking, and it was like the weirdest case of fate ever because at one point I started, you know, mentioning like, hey, I have commissions open. I know you're really interested in, you know, art. Do you want like a wood print or something? And they were like, yeah, sure. How much you selling them for? I was like, $10, $15. And they're like, well, you know, why not 30? Why not 40? I was like, listen, if you're going to, you know, spend that much money on, you know, my piece of shit art, why don't you buy my second edition of my book, which self-promo, that's an option. Let me know if you want the link. Anyway, I send him the, you know, the link to my blurb book, and he starts flipping through it, and he just pauses, gets completely silent, and goes, I've seen these before. And I'm like, what, like on my blog? He's like, no. I've seen these before. And then he just, out of the blue, just says, aren't you Aperture Element? I was like, what? What? And it was the weirdest case of fate, or whatever the fuck. And I'm not the type of person to believe in that shit, but I'm pretty convinced one reason or another we were supposed to, like, fucking cross paths for some reason or another. So yeah, that's currently the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me thus far.
Wow. That
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
My weirdest thing. Oh my god, I have so many of these, but I just gotta figure out which one I wanna. I mean, Austin, what do you think? Remember when I called you that night? That story that I told you.
That is very helpful.
I was upset. I don't want to go into specifics without getting like the okay to tell the story.
Go ahead, you can do what you gotta do, man.
It's the only story that's really coming to mind.
Then
so,
go ahead.
Okay. So, there was a former friend of mine that I used to hang out with. That I got a text from him one day. He's like, "Hey, dude, Want to come hang out? It's been a while. I'm like, sure, why not? Haven't seen you. Be cool. Picks me up. We go to his place. Just me and him chilling. And I was still in the habit of smoking cigarettes at the time. So I'm like, hey, dude, I'm going to step outside and I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. He's like, cool. This is where it gets weird. I walk back in. And first thing that I see, he is standing in the middle of the kitchen with his pants on the floor and his fun stick is just in his hand, and he is making eye contact with me. And I'm like, what you doing, man?
Fun stick.
Well, what's good, man? What you doing? And he looks at me, he's like, nothing. I'm like, how about you put that away? You can just get back to chilling. So, homeboy and I just take a seat on the couch, try to ignore that it ever happened. Until he starts talking about blowjobs and such. And I'm like, it ain't my thing, man. I am asexual. That's just not what I do. Till he looks at me dead in the eyes and says, want to do it? And no, I just noped my way out of there. And that is the weirdest and most disturbing thing to ever happen to me.
Ugh. I'm
Plot
sorry.
twist, I ended up calling Boston later that night crying. The more you know.
Poor Bab.
The star flies across.
The star flies across, the more you know.
All right, well, I kind of forget the question, but I'm assuming it's the most disturbing /
Weirdest thing that's ever happened to you.
Weirdest. All right.
She met me.
Nothing comes to mind, actually. Legit, nothing comes to mind.
Then just
Come
tell us
back.
a fun story.
A fun story.
Just tell us a story.
Do it.
So, okay, I'm really sorry. Okay, come back to me. Go to Alex.
Alex?
Okay.
The story I'm probably going to go with is the time that a man's semen ended up on my face being placed there by a third man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So many dicks today.
So that's where we're going with this.
That's where mine, basically, the quick story is, at a house party, I'm 17 at this point, as well as being there is my best friend at the time, who we're going to call DB for the time being. So, DB's there. DB is as gay as it comes. He is super duper homo. He's all homo. Fine, what else? He meets this guy. He's a nice guy. Call him L for the time being. Anyway, my buddy and L end up hooking up later that night. Now, the problem being is I went upstairs to go to sleep in the girl whose house it was' room. So she said I could sleep in her room, so I kip next to the bed on the floor with her. And the place where they decided to have the sex was next to me whilst I was sleeping.
Oh, no.
So I wake up a few times during, and I go, meet you back sleeping, and it's like, oh, it's just a party or whatever. And wake up fully at one point, sit up, turn to my right, and to my right is a very naked DB and L, very immediately post-coitus. And my friend DB sticks out his hand and just wipes it down my cheek. And I'm still dazed at this point. I'm still half conscious, and I'm like, what? And he goes, that's L's cum. And he looks at me and he smiles while he says it. That's L's cum. And I look next to him, and of course, there's L, naked, having just come on the wall of all places. At this point, I stand up, I go downstairs, I don't say a fucking word to anyone. I find the sofa, I kip on the sofa. I wake up with him shaking me a few hours later in the morning like, Alex, you okay? I sit up and I go, I will never be okay with what has happened, but we are friends and I want to move past this. Never wipe another man's semen on my face, and we will pretend this never happened. When, can I still tell you about when I fucked guys? I was like, that's totally cool. He went, okay then. And we just never spoke of it.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, but if that ever happened to me, that is the ending of a friendship. It's over.
I handled that surprisingly maturely for a 17-year-old who's just had another man's semen put on his face by his best mate at the time. So yeah, that house party was fucking weird.
If the listeners could see our faces right now, there is nothing but like our jaws on the floor.
I'm not sure if I was close enough to them having sex to it have been counted as a threesome. Because I know I was conscious for a bit of it.
Damn, you should hear some stories I have about so-and-so having sex next to me. Well, not me specifically, but just all that fucking plethora of bullshit. Ugh.
This is why I avoid those situations.
The only thing I'd probably have to say in context to that is, she tastes like Skittles.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Cece, you've been rather quiet. Any
I've been thinking hard. Okay, give me like a topic that you would want to hear about, and then I will tell a story that's interesting that has to
Tell
do
us a funny story
just
about.
laugh.
about when you were in high school.
Okay. I guess. Well, this one time.
The bank camp.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
I guess I was like with this guy at this party, and then he just took forever to finish. And, okay, blowjob wise. And so eventually I got so tired that I just was like, hey, I'm done. And then I laid there and went to sleep while he finished himself and while humping my leg.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Oh my god.
Like, dog.
He has a dog fetish.
Yeah, he was literally, and I was like sleeping, and I was like, what is happening over there? And then, yeah, it happened. I was like,
Fuck me.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Alec is still dying over there.
I am.
well, since we were on the topic of dicks.
I was gonna say
Dicks.
Buttons was the only one that wasn't.
I
sexual.
know, I was so normal. Jesus. I mean, I feel like I should tell a sexual weird story now at this point.
Yes, please.
Probably.
Alright.
Years.
Let me think. Hang on.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
Fuck off. Okay, I guess. Okay, here's one. So, when I was at technically my first like apartment house party, because I never really enjoyed going out and about, drinking, whatever. And the guy that I was with got really, really drunk, and it was drunk to the point of where he stopped recording anything that he did. This is also slightly how I found out he had a little bit of a foot fetish. But he got really, really fucking horny. And I'm trying to clean up after Buddy. I'm being, the mom friend. And at one point, he pulls me down onto the floor, starts biting my neck, biting my boobs. It was really awkward. It was funny, but it was like, ow, that hurts.
Oh.
And I'm like, hang on, I need to get paper towels, because some fucking idiot spilled some other bullshit, like beer, water, whatever. There was a lot of spilling that night.
Yeah, it was.
I stand up, I go to grab the paper towels, and his friend fucking is sitting right across the hall, and he just takes my ankle and starts rubbing up against his, like, boner. And I'm like, dude, your friend is right there! And I told him the next day, and he's like, I don't remember doing that. Oh no. Oh no. And he's like, please don't tell me he saw. Please don't tell me he saw. And I'm like, I don't think so, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, that was... Alex is like, what?
See, that's what they all say. They're all like, oh no, I don't remember, but like...
Well, there is
You
a
always
certain point
remember.
in which alcohol...
Always remember.
Like, it stops
least
you,
I
like,
do.
your memory bank just, like, shuts off. He also tried to eat a contact that same night.
Oh.
Give me that
Please
fucking
stop.
contact!
Are you 100% sure he was horny and drunk and not just it was a full moon and he was a werewolf? Because that's really possible.
I don't know, man.
That's very
Terrible
werewolf-like
going on.
behavior.
Yeah, taking someone else's foot and rubbing it up against your erection is werewolf
Yeah.
behavior.
That's dog-like behavior.
Hello. They call me the Wolf of Ford.
There you go.
I'm not sorry.
I suppose that's fair, but yeah. This is probably the weirdest, like, most sexual one that I have. I don't really have that many experiences with. I mean, obviously, I'm just rambling now to try and.
Is that somewhere you want to go, Boston?
Go where? To Disney World?
Yes.
Never been to Disney World. Next topic before Boston combusts.
Next question. Jesus.
I
H.
don't
Titty fucking Christ.
hold your fucking horses.
I don't have any.
Hold your fucking dicks. I don't know. I know you got
I don't have
those.
any.
Oh.
No.
Wow, I guess that's just one of them.
Hold your Akon nipples, Alex.
Okay.
Can I hold my pizza nips? Because I have those.
Excuse me?
I have pizza nips.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I have pizza nips.
Does that mean you have like
Doesn't
bagel
say
bites
over
instead of
and over again,
boobs?
Doesn't help.
Pretty much. But they're staying hidden under my shirt. Which is
If I tell you I have a vagina made of Ghost Rider action figures, and you go, "What? How did that happen?" and I go, "Action figure Ghost Rider vagina," that doesn't actually tell me any more information. Just
You
repeating.
don't need to know about my pizza nips, okay? You just don't need to know about it.
Say that. Then say that.
I just did.
Not before you just said it over and over again, hoping
Look,
that would.
Dad, I know you want my pizza nips, but I'm sorry, they gotta stay under my shirt.
I just want to know if it's Hawaiian or not. Are they Hawaiian?
Let me just. There are pineapples there, yes.
What
Delicious
the
and a blue nipple.
Cece, I'm right there with you. This is just a fucking plethora of bullshit.
Right.
I'm just like,
Can we
what
get
is-
back?
Okay,
please?
I have actually another question.
oh yay!
God.
Thoughts on self-tickling?
Oh, that's a great time.
I actually, like, I'm really guilty when it comes to it. I do it to myself a lot. Just because, yeah, it's always something I've done even as a kid. And watching it is both, like, really embarrassing and also really sexy. So it's like...
Watching yourself?
No, not myself. Watching somebody else do it is
Totally
really
position myself
attractive.
on my bed behind
And
me.
it's just, like... But at the same time, it's really embarrassing. But that just makes it more attractive. It's weird. I like it. Go on.
Alright.
Well, shh, cease. It's my time.
Yeah, I was looking for the little knobby thing to put on my headphone. Anyway, continue.
As I'm gonna ignore that. As someone who can tickle themselves, I must say I find myself doing it absentmindedly. Like out of nowhere, I'll just be like, "Oh, I've been doing that for the past 5 minutes."
Me.
Right? Like I'm just sitting around, like, "Oh, I've been like running my fingers up and down my foot."
Dude, legit, I had a black dot on my foot because I guess, like, while I was working on one of my pieces, I guess I was just doing it absentmindedly. I looked down, there's just fucking, like, scribbles. And I'm like, oops.
It's very awesome because a lot of my friends that I made before I left the community, they were like, "You can do that? What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the shit, man. What can I say?"
Cease. Now it's you.
Take your turn.
Guys, I wasn't trying. Okay, anyways. I don't know. See, if I was to do it for myself, I am not the type of person to be able to keep myself still and continue the deed, if you know what I mean. Like, I
No,
feel
I'm
like,
afraid I don't.
God damn it, Alex.
No, yeah, I totally agree with Alex on this one.
I'm actually genuinely confused.
So
Okay,
how about
so,
you
like,
explain?
I would start, and then I'd be like, lol.
LOL.
Oh,
I'm drawing that,
I'd be
Cece.
like, oh my gosh, that, and then I would like stop because I run away.
Okay,
From
I
yourself.
have one question.
Yes.
Before we go on to Alex, I have one question. This is for Cece.
Okay, what is it?
I think you know what I'm going to ask, and I think everybody here wants to hear it too.
No! Just
Say
go
it.
on. Say what, Alec?
Say tickle, Cece.
Oh, how about we save that for later?
No, how about we do it right now and later? Can I get your guys' opinions on this?
Pizza nips.
God damn it.
What she said. That's coming.
I'm abstaining.
Oh, fine. Continue.
I am so sick. Okay.
Party poopers.
Okay. Mine's very easy and short and not ticklish, so non-existent.
Well, then how do you feel about, like, watching Ali do it?
It's not something that interests me personally. It's just, like, as a lair, like, logically to me, it's like, I want to be the one doing that.
So that's not a tease to you, like, at all?
I guess it could be a tease, but at the same time, no, you're right. I guess it could be, but I don't associate it with enjoying another person, like, doing it with you. So I think there's a dissonance there. So my brain doesn't immediately go to, oh, she's doing it herself because she wants me to do it. That link doesn't exist for me personally. So yeah, it's just another thing for me, really.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Mer. Sorry, hang on. This is loading really slow.
Oh,
Hodor.
ouch.
Hodor.
If given the opportunity to go to space, would you? Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, the solar system is absolutely wonderful to me, and if I had the option of, like, just being out there, even just seeing the Earth from the perspective of the moon would change my life forever. So, abso-fucking-lutely, coming from the person who wanted to be the astronaut serving ice cream on the moon.
Nice.
I'll take minty mint chip, please. Favorite ice cream.
I'll take oxygen.
Thanks.
Please. Let me just say, Team Rocket blasting off again.
Of course.
Oh, I get it.
There you go.
Fuck you.
Maybe later.
Kinky.
I'm actually terrified of the idea of going into space. Completely terrified of it. I already feel small and insignificant, so just seeing the entire world from up there just makes me feel even worse. And, well, I don't know, something just about the idea of going up into space just terrifies me to my core.
That's true.
I'm afraid of a lot of things.
Well, space, I definitely would if I was given a chance, but, like, I wouldn't want it to be, like, super long. And I don't want it to, like, take over my entire life for the second. You know what I mean? So, like, I would go if it was, like, a short trip. Not, like, a long one where I lose the ability to walk and stuff.
So basically, you'd go up there in the rocket and be like, okay, take me home.
Yeah, I'd be like, take some pictures, you know, Instagram it, and like yeah.
Be like, hey guys, just casually in space. Okay, bye.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'd word it, too. Alright.
I'm very much in the same boat as Cease. I would go very briefly just to have a look, and then I'd be very conscious of the fact that I am in an environment where if one very minute thing goes wrong, I'm going to fucking die. I would constantly be like, oh good, I'm in a tin can made by people that aren't me, in a zero atmosphere environment where literally I shouldn't exist, looking at a blue marble that could be exploded tomorrow. Okay, I'm ready to, don't get me wrong, it's lovely, I'm glad I had a look, that's wonderful. Now, please rocket me back down to the surface where I can breathe and live.
Alex, you're so sassy.
You
They
Dr.
just took you
Pepper.
to the moon, and then you're just like, please, just take me back.
Somebody takes me to the moon like, this is where he's going to propose to me. And I'm sat there like, I want to go home.
Take me home.
Look, but isn't this romantic? Isn't the Earth so beautiful? Yeah, it's all right. We should go there. Like, now, let's go.
Okay,
Go
dokie.
back right now.
Right now.
Break me out.
Look at all that oxygen. Look at all that atmosphere.
derp, 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 derp. What is the longest you've ever gone without sleep?
Oh.
72 hours. If not more. Dead insomnia, though.
Whoa.
I went 2 days for. I guess it's kind of weird, like, because I would go those 2 days and then I would like sleep for one night and then be like another 2 days. Like my sleep schedule was completely fucked. It still happens to this day. It's not fun.
I guess like 2 days. Like one day and then no sleep, and then another day, and then like stay up late, but then I crashed eventually.
That's probably around like 36 hours then.
Yeah.
32 hours. I know the exact number of hours because the reason being my friend went to a club, got spiked. Basically got spiked with some shit, or maybe the alcohol just really badly affected her. We don't know. The toxicology report I never got to see. So me and her boyfriend, who was another mate of mine, he calls me up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I had literally just put my head on the pillow and I was like, okay, Danny he can handle anything that she does, so it's gonna be fine. Time for sleepy buys. I've had a nice chat to him about his relationship. We're good. I was like, as soon as my head hits the pillow, phone rings. Alex, I don't know what's wrong. She's out the club. She's left. Nobody's with her. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, I'll walk down with you. Walk down. She's ranting and raving, and she is having a psychotropic episode. Like, I'm talking all kinds of things are fucked. She thinks she's the doctor from Gallifrey. She thinks me and Danny are imposters of ourselves. We asked her what her favourite animal was. She asked us what her favourite animal was to prove who we were. We said her favourite animal was a zebra, which it was, and she went, no. And we went, no, it is. It is, though. So this is a really bad test. She was like, what's my favourite colour? Your favourite colour is blue. Yeah, you would say that if you were imposters. No, we'd also say it if we weren't, because that's the answer. Fucking help me. And she was like, the cameras are watching me. We're in a hospital. She was like, the cameras are watching me. They're here to steal my blood. It's like, yeah, they want some of your blood. No, they're going to take all of it. They're going to take all of your blood. That's not a very good hospital policy, is it? To be run by fucking vampires. So we didn't sleep at the hospital because I went with him because there was no way he could have handled that by himself, bless him. So we eventually left sort of late-ish afternoon, and then I tried to keep myself awake a little bit to crash at a normal time. So it was 32 hours, and I remember that exactly because I worked it out so that I could text her the next day. You kept me up for 32 hours with your nonsense. By the way, I hope you're okay.
Was that one of the first few times we Skyped? Because I remember you were like going back and forth on the phone with somebody looking for so-and-so, or...
Oh, no, that was a whole...
was that a different situation? Do you remember that, though?
I remember that, though. That was a nightmare.
Really?
She was just fucked. She was just fucked, and she'd missed a train, and then she met a guy at a train station, and she went out to a bar with him, and her phone died, so me and my mate couldn't figure out where she was or if she was okay, so we had to stay up late, and then she eventually shows up at his place with this random fucking guy that she picked up at the train station, and he's like, no, you can't come into my house, I have no idea who you fucking are. So that guy just walked the streets of London for about 3 hours until he got a train.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I had that. Why does this happen to me so much?
You poor thing. Have you ever watched porn with somebody else? In the context of what things are, what sometimes is porn to us is not necessarily porn to somebody else.
Sure.
Depending on age, context. But I actually did one time. It was me, two of my guy friends, and my girlfriend from we were in high school. I think we were like juniors at the time. For some silly reason, we decided to, meet up at, one of their friends' house, or one of my friend's house, and just fucking watch hentai just for the fucking laughs of it.
God.
And we watched the entirety of Bible Black.
Oh my god.
And then we watched a couple of porn stars on Pornhub because we just started talking about our favorite porn stars, and we were trying to convince one or the other, like, so-and-so is much better than so-and-so, and the only thing I remember, apparently, is that Lexi Bell is the most attractive, but also the most annoying.
Nice. I do want to know who your favorite porn stars are, actually.
We'll answer
I'm
that
not
after.
getting into this. I refuse to get into
Weird little story. Weird little story to do with that. Weird little story. Anybody who's watched, like, tickling porn, maybe familiar with the name Addie Juniper?
Oh my god.
Addie,
She's in a few things. Alec knows. She just
Get me a picture.
I will do.
hold on, can I look? What is her name?
Look her up. Addie, Addie, Juniper like berry.
Yeah.
That's her thing. She does tons. And as soon as you guys have looked her up, I'll get to the weird thing.
Fun fact, I have a friend that looks like her in real life.
Oh, I have to look up her myself.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for you, you lazy bitch.
But I'm doing stuff. Okay, fine.
Celia,
No, you're not.
Wait, what's the name? Addie. Is this going to come up my search? Okay. IE?
I.e.
Juniper?
Juniper.
It's not that hard. You can do this.
I've actually never seen her before.
Oh my god,
Really?
you're missing out.
Porn star page images.
Oh wait, I lied. I've seen her in GIFs on Tumblr. She doesn't do the type of stuff that I like. I'm very picky with my tickle porn.
That's
Oh, I would like for you to elaborate on this.
I would love for you to elaborate.
Me?
It's
Yes, you.
I would love for you to elaborate
With-
on this.
Well,
It's not something you hear very often, so let's hear
what
it.
the
Zero.
fact that I'm picky about my porn?
Yeah, which type
Really?
are you picking?
Come on, just
Yeah.
spill the beans.
I have no problem with it. I'm just surprised you're all shocked, like, oh, she doesn't like everything about porn. No,
I don't sound like that.
yeah, like, if I had to choose a specific, like, quote-unquote tickling porn company, Czech Tickling is probably the sexiest.
Mm-hmm. Me and Joe were talking about that the other day.
I was talking about that with Jake for, like, 2 minutes. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, it's the acrylic paint coming back. Anyway, but yeah, like, I don't know, there's a lot about the tickling porn that I just deters me very quickly, and it's usually, like, extreme amounts of thrashing, like, screamers, you know, like, even just nudity to a certain degree tends to bug me, which I feel like I've touched on before. It's just because as an artist I view, you know, the body itself, you know, as art rather than pornography, so that's just like, I'd rather see something else.
Yeah,
But,
I'm the same way. I can't stand, like, if I hear a screaming period in one, I'm just like, yeah, nope, try to move.
me, that is me. I just fucking, like, I'm like, nope, either get muted or just bye.
Yeah, that's
Get me
like,
to
okay.
get good.
Get me, oh god.
Right?
Mine is like, alright, pause video, look for another one.
Yeah, but, I'll end up, like, finding, like, gems and being like, this is what I'm going to watch in, like, my little arsenal for a little while. Actually, there was a GIF set that came up on Tumblr that had literally one of my favorite videos on there, and I, like, reblogged it and was like, highly suggest this one.
There was one of them
I would like to see this.
that I will always
Cece.
say is my absolute
Look up I Love Foot Tickling by Czech Tickling. It's so good. It's so good. It's so attractive.
On Google?
Yeah, on Pornhub.
Oh, okay. I'm on that right now. Okay.
There was one of them. There was one video I remember. This was one of the first I had seen, and oh my god, I don't even know if I can talk about it. There was it was by Real Tickling. If you guys are
Oh, I see it.
I've heard that company before.
they've got to be one of my favorites.
I'm gonna low key play it.
How about you don't?
It's actually not that loud. It gets loud towards more like the middle and the end, but. Jeez, CC!
Oh, that's been
Um,
interesting. Yeah, continue, guys.
the most I will say about this is that I sent Jill the link to it, and just the amount of teasing that was in this video. She could not last more than a minute of listening to it before she decided to turn it off. I'm like,
Was it a verbal teasing one, or?
just Allure was so good at teasing in that one that I was just like, this is my favorite.
Gotcha.
And you know how, like, after you watch a video, like, so many times, it's like, oh, it's boring. This is one I can keep going back to. Like, I still love this video. And this has been years.
Yeah, I feel that. I've gone, like, years, and some of the stuff that I've been interested in, I don't have my mind changed about. God damn it.
And, Alex, you had a story, now that we've all gone around.
It's not even a very good story. It's just she reblogged one of my things.
No way.
Oh my god!
Wait, who? What?
She's got a Tumblr. She's got a Tumblr which is like her porn stuff, and then she's got a very specifically dedicated tickling Tumblr. And she reblogged one of my stories and put like, "Oh, this is wonderful" or something. And it was just such a weird, like, it was weird. It was definitely weird.
Annie Juniper did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too
Oh
funny.
my god, that is the coolest thing!
And I was like, wow, what?
You gotta look up her Tumblr now.
What's her Tumblr?
I've no idea. I don't follow her.
Oh.
I didn't know she had one. She just, somebody, Annie Juniper, reblogged, and I was like,
Yeah,
no
what
way.
did
And then I looked.
What post is this?
I don't remember which one it was. It was about 2 weeks ago, so I've written a few stories during that time.
So she's actually
would
one of those
like-
porn stars who actually has the fetish for it, not just being paid to do it.
It looks like it. It looks like it, because she has a dedicated blog for this stuff.
I would assume so at this point.
She's been at it for how many years now? I found out back
True.
about that. Like, God, how old was I? I think it was like 13, 14. I'm turning 20 this year.
You guys were still shocked about the fact that I started masturbating when I was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite a bombshell.
Why is that so startling?
It's just
I'm trying to
very
look for
young
the
age.
I
place.
didn't even know about what that was until I was like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't know what it specifically was either. I was just like, hey, this feels nice, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
the funny thing is,
I've done that.
like,
Yeah.
so I found out, 'cause I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but when I found out about this, I stumbled upon a video. I don't remember how I got there, but I remember I stumbled upon the video, and then an almost out-of-body experience happened. And suddenly, there was a mess. So, at that point, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, no, nothing says like a mess when you're getting tickled and then you accidentally make a noise, and that's what not supposed to happen. That is a mess.
It wasn't... I've seen that post, Boston.
Not that was actually wasn't about me. That's happened to me before, but I don't give a fuck about what happens to me.
I'm just talking like sitting at my computer in my basement watching a video, and all of a sudden, a rush of goodness.
Bwomp bwomp.
Giovanni.
A rush of goodness. Nice.
Hashtag a rush of goodness.
Hashtag a rush of goodness. That is happening. So there's that. I think Cece is still watching that video.
Are you?
I'm just exploring Pornhub.
Watching porn on the podcast, everybody. Am I good to move on?
Yeah, please.
Womp womp womp. Do you keep a journal?
I've tried and failed.
Yeah, same. I used to when I was really young, and then I just stopped. Now I do. Alex, you actually suggested this to me. Keep a notebook by your bed. In your pocket somewhere, constantly. Because I've gotten much more into my writing since I got into college, and I've lost so many good ideas and so many interesting thoughts, all because I didn't write them down.
Same. Okay.
But no, I'm just gonna go with yes. I do keep one, but I would rather not elaborate as to why.
Fair enough. So, like, I do have a favorite porn star. I just found her name finally.
What's her
What's her
name?
name?
It's like Carrie Spectrum. She's the niche-related one that I actually like.
Oh, I actually do have a favorite porn star. I lied. She's actually not a niche porn star though. She might have like one.
Okay, the one that's non-niche, but like it's another niche, is like James Dean, but he's really famous.
What's the other? What you said? It's non-niche, but it's another niche.
Yeah, James Dean. I have another Tumblr I can show you.
Do you really?
I do really. It's not even connected to this one.
Well,
I don't know if you'd appreciate.
I don't even remember what the question was.
Yeah, me neither.
To be honest, same.
Oh, the journal. That's what it was.
Oh, I don't have one, no.
Okay,
That's
cool.
the thing. Also, I'd like to point out that Andy Juniper is not actually my favourite. I don't actually enjoy her videos that much, ironically. I've just run into them that many times that I know her. It's nothing against her. Her types of videos are fine. It's just I don't enjoy sort of the
I'm right there with you,
dynamic
dude.
that she brings to
What
it.
dynamic?
I am right there with you.
I don't know.
I would like to know this.
I enjoyed the old ones that they produced, that company produced. The new ones, I'm not so much
Wait,
of-
I would like to know this. What part do you not like about certain things?
Me?
I just,
Or
All of you.
That we don't like?
Yeah.
Like about what?
Her style.
Oh,
Whatever her style is.
I just don't like just the whole extreme bondage and the extreme tickling. Like, it looks painful. I like romantic, I like gentle, I like playful. And if I am feeling a bit more, frisky and, the tied down part, it's more in the personal play between your lure than you really can get on an outside perspective. Like, at that point, it's where is the mind games, where is this, interaction that you're not going to get on an outside perspective. Like, there's just no other way about it.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
no, that's pretty much my thing. I just don't. I don't feel a kind of connection when she does it. I need that intimacy there, I think.
I do too.
Yeah, that definitely
simply,
helps.
she doesn't exude that.
Well, if you're gonna go there, you gotta wonder, like, in any of the videos, where's the real intimacy?
Oh, yeah. But with some of them, you can at least impose that idea. It's open enough for you to do that.
Oh, okay, no, I've done that. No, okay, I see what you mean by that. That's fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, next question, right?
Yeah, sorry, where the fuck?
American Sorry.
Sorry,
Okay.
everything is just loading really slow for me right now. This one's kind of weird because I can't really tell what it's supposed to be referring to, but what is your current fantasy?
Oh God, I'm gonna sign my own death warrant with this one.
Is that like something you're kind of like stuck on right now?
I would think so, yeah. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, I'm gonna die.
Ooh, actually, I lied. I do have an answer for this. So, currently, my thing is sort of public teasing to a certain degree. Like, for example, like, I've actually, because it's been nice out, I've been wearing a lot of, like, nylons. And,
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly all eyes are on me. Fucking
anyway,
thanks, guys. Thanks for that.
hey, I just said a word. You can blame them. But,
Oh,
Yeah, because you weren't looking at me, you were directly looking at my section of the screen.
no, I wasn't! I had my eyes, like, up here.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit. but yeah, like kind of like teasing somebody in public by like taking my shoe off and like, you know, playing footsie or something. And then as I like go up their leg, grabbing my ankle and then being like, you're in trouble now. Or just getting to the point of where like I'll be trying to slip the subject into regular conversation that I know is going to make them extremely uncomfortable. And then getting back to like the house or wherever and being like, you little shit, you fucked with me for so long and now you're gonna pay for it. So yeah, that's currently my thing of choice.
Taking notes.
Zoosh.
Interesting.
You had it normal.
Don't you laugh at that.
I'll laugh at whatever the fuck I want to.
Hate you.
Damn. All right.
King and queen are one words.
It's fine.
Cece goes before me.
No. I was looking at you. It's your turn. No, we don't break the order.
Of course, if
I spent a lot of time thinking about this order. I spent at least 2 seconds. I'm not having anyone ruin that time that I put in. Not a sister.
Good lord, this is shit. I'm gonna keep this really quick.
Okay.
Pussy. What?
Crush your pussy.
I hate both of you.
Crushing pussy.
I hate both of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
So basically the same thing that I kind of was like,
Only more intense than what you were saying.
okay, I got you.
Is it hot in here? Is it just... See,
Okay.
go.
What I'm currently into, I don't have like an actual like set thing scenario that I want to happen, but like, you know, that moment when either you're like pinned or like just that moment when you know that you're screwed and there's nothing you can do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a thing. And I don't know, anything that I feel like overwhelmed and genuinely almost actually wanting it to stop, but like it does, you know, that type of thing. Anyways, a little bit of a masochist here. Anyways, continue, Alex. Your turn.
Oh, no, you're doing so well. I don't want to break your flow.
Oh, that was hardly any flow. I was
He wants to break you.
stuttering.
Right? I think I'm putting the pain over here. Because I have a lot of iron in my deck.
Yes.
Mainly my penis.
Oh.
They call it a metal shaft. I think rarely, but right now, right. Okay, I don't want to give too much away. Right, the last post that I did,
Yes.
was just done today, which was the I think it was meeting places.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's more of a sort of a pseudo-romantic one, I suppose. Like a semi-romantic, semi-platonic type deal. Actually, no, it's fairly romantic considering it discusses sort of marriage and a future relationship and kids and stuff like that. So it's very much romantic. Within that, there's a snippet where I talk about something. For some reason, my head is just very in there at the moment. It's just very in the sort of romantic type things. But I've also got the parallel of that, which is the non-romantic version. And the romantic version is basically like tickling with the intimacy of someone who you're in a loving relationship with. That's just how I operate sometimes. But the other thing. Right. Okay, right. Whew. Girl walks into room wearing the things.
Nylons?
That thing that you said. And
Once more for the people in the back.
I ain't saying it. Fuck that shit.
Nobody's gonna say it.
Oh, Alex can't say nylons.
There we go.
Nylons. Done. Tights specifically. Let's get this shit right, because I'm English. And, she very confidently asks for it. And that's always, throughout my entire life, that has been like a dream scenario.
Because it takes
So nobody used that information against me.
So, in other words, translated, please tease the shit out of me and use this information.
No, genuinely.
It's on a public forum.
Fuck my life.
We know that Boston's gonna put an audio now, probably against both of us, Alex. I think
Probably.
I mean, I could do a video instead.
Oh my balls.
Oh yes, you go,
Oh my
girl.
gosh, she's too excited.
Please go listen to my audio and shut up.
I see how it is.
That's what I
see how it is.
That's what I fucking thought.
I'm gonna just run away now.
No more from you, lass.
I-
So yeah, that's mine. Moving on. Next question. What's the next question?
Okay, I got it.
Next question is, why is Alex so into nylons?
I don't think that's the next question, oddly enough. I didn't see that posted on.
It doesn't necessarily matter. It could have been something I just got right now. Maybe it was my own question. Or rather, for the matter of fact, how come he can say tickle so easily, but he can't say that?
This is great.
Now that is an
the
inquiry.
reason I can say tickle so easily is because I've had to do it so much recently because of audios that I've kind of desensitized myself to it to some degree.
Hmm.
The other stuff, on the other hand, I do not utter as much, therefore, I still... I mean, you remember what it was like when we first started talking. I couldn't say the word.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
You remember. So,
I remember,
I got
like the first episode of this I was on, when we had to say it at the end, you were...
Oh yeah, the first
so
episode, you
much
were
shit.
little bitch o'clock.
I was a little bit
No,
shocked.
Alex was.
Oh. I'm like, I thought I said it.
But, yeah. This is a very... what section of the fucking podcast is this where let's embarrass Alex in front of everyone?
I mean, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Well, rather, it's more, let's yell at Boston for technical things she can't control.
Learn to use fucking technology.
I would totally be up to it.
So, yes. As for the why, I don't really know.
Just a thing.
Just a thing. So, if everyone's quite willing to move on now,
Yeah, we've given enough crap.
I don't know. Ow.
Oh, I
Ow.
tried.
Okay, ow. All right, karma. Ow.
yeah, I did that with my psychic mutant powers. You fucking bit.
You're gonna stab me in the fucking leg? Criminy.
That's how uncomfortable
Professor
I am.
Xavier over here.
Ew,
Professor
why the fuck?
Alexander.
Oh,
There we go.
anyway, yeah, that was... I had no more questions. I just wanted to
Right.
fuck with you.
Fuck you. I've got two questions.
Oh,
All right,
Alex is
go for
upset.
Go for
Okay.
it.
So we're no longer messing with me. Thank God.
Well, we never said that. We're just giving a break.
Oh, how kind of you. How lovely of you. Fuck off. Next up. This was asked by Josh. The ticklish not take a yes. One of the 2 or 3 jesters we have in the community. I think so.
I think it's 2? I think it's 2.
I'm
I know
so
there's
confused.
2, I know,
What is
I swear
happening
there's
now?
another one that suggests. Anyway,
For forgetting one, we apologize.
for the podcast, huzzah, knock knock. Someone's at the door. Oh look, it's your best friend Shrek. Would you fight him to the death or invite him in for pancakes? Because ogres need pancakes too, you know. So the question is, Shrek, in this scenario, your best friend, but let's say you feel about him as you feel about him now, and the best friendship is just for show, would you fight him to the death or invite him in for breakfast?
Pancakes.
Okay, so Boston saying she invites Shrek in for breakfast.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. And I have to give my life in a death battle with Shrek, so I would fight him to death.
Fight to the death from Alex, please.
I would not win that fight to the death, so I guess I would invite him in.
Okay. I would,
Separating the these from the theirs.
actually, yeah, we are, because I would fight him to the fucking death.
Oh, well then.
Yes.
Fair
Let
enough.
me fight my best friend and say, fight for glory.
If he fucking comes in and is like, this is my swamp, what are you doing here? I would attack the shit out of him. I'm talking, I open the door, he sat there, what are you doing? I would leap out of the door at him, fists of fury like I'm fucking Iron Fist from Marvel, and I'm just, it's nuts, it's not even, it's feral and animalistic, and it's ripping and shredding and tearing, and then it turns into passionate lovemaking for a small spell, and I'm sat there, and it's me and it's Shrek, and we're one, we melt into each other, but then we gaze into each other's eyes, and we see the future where we're together and we're happy. I break the stare and I go, no, Shrek, no, I cannot betray my family. And he goes, what are you talking about? And it all goes like an onion. And I go, and I'm going to dice you. And then I stop the lovemaking immediately, and I return, and I'm just
What the
punching him in
fuck?
the face now.
I love how he's also
Stop
holding
until the movement stops in his body.
Are you done?
I love how he's holding two random like cards.
I'm a fucking joker here. So I'm stood there above his now still slightly shuddering corpse.
Still going.
Blood on my hands, green flecks of skin in my teeth, bare, naked, sweaty, and I just scream. I just scream to the sky, and I scream, and he looks up at me, his final breaths, and he goes, it's all over now. And then he dies. And then I dismount him, dragging his corpse into my house. I slam the door behind me, one bloody handprint visible just below the frame.
I hate
Oh
you.
my god, I think I just listened to a murder. I don't know what that was.
He got really into that.
I may have
You have
fought
an issue.
and killed something.
It's like he was actually there.
That's a dream I have. I'm actually going to Shrek at the next convention that's here down in London. I really want to go with Shrek. The other question is,
Yeah.
because that wasn't mental enough, could you cope? So this is a real question. This is a consider your life if. Could you cope if you had papayas for hands? Genuinely, that is, if you had papayas, the fruit, for hands.
Can I ask a question to answer your question?
Yes.
Do they grow depending on the season? Do you pick them? Be like, oh, they're getting ripe.
No, I think they've grown with you as you've aged. So, like, from adolescence, they start to ripen from seedlings as you're a child. And then when you're an adult, they're ripe fruit. And as you get older, they become, like, saggier and, like,
Ew.
more pulpy, like the rest of you.
So like, if I died in my life, my family would have like papayas to eat.
Would have rotten papayas, depending on how long you lived.
Well then.
No, I think I just ask somebody to kill me.
So Boston, do you think you could cope if you had papayas for hands? Bear in mind, it's not live a good life. It's not could you live a long and happy life and accomplish your dreams and ambitions. It's not could you provide usefulness for the rest of humanity in utilitarian sense? It's could you literally just fucking cope? Could you just exist if you had papayas for hands without wanting to kill yourself immediately?
There are very small things that make me want to jump off buildings. For example, when your dinner plate breaks before you pick it up, I'm gonna go with no.
This is why we don't feed you, because you break all the plates.
That's one no for if I had papayas for hands, I'd kill myself. I couldn't kill. Like, can I just somebody?
Who asked this?
Who asked this? Genuinely, come off Anon next time and say, I am the papaya man. I am the papaya
And you know
person.
who asked this? Because that was amazing.
I am Dr. Papaya. I
Dr.
need
Papaya.
to know who's
Make it URL.
envisioning. Right? I am
Make the
papaya.
URL.
Who sat there and went, you know what, burning question for the members of this fine community. What if people had papayas for hands? Do you know what would happen if people had papayas for fucking hands? Chaos. Fucking fruit-based, mushy, papaya-based chaos. That's what would fucking happen. Alec, could you cope if you had papayas for hands? Yes or no?
I would jump off the nearest building or in front of the nearest car.
Okay, Alex would end up as squash, papaya squash. Fucking dilute squash. He landed in a river. Cease. Papaya hands. Cope, yes, no.
I mean, I feel like I could live, but I would be like making money off of pictures of my papaya hands, or like joining some freak shows, you know.
Look at fucking Cease. She's heard an opportunity and she's got a business plan. She's got a 401k sorted and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the only person in the world. I'm gonna be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I think it's a record to have papayas for hands.
Well, it is. It's the record of the
Genetic
first
anomaly.
human being to have papayas for hands. And
Yeah.
all
As if there
the
was
most
before.
papayas anyone has for hands.
Yeah,
The previous number being 0.
exactly. I'll be the only one.
In fact, why be that specific? The most fruit anybody has ever had for hands. Which again,
They all like
previous 0.
3 in a row.
If somebody had 3 arms and they all 3 were papaya, then that person would win. If I had papayas for hands, I think I'd cope fairly well. I think I'd get through the day, and I would come home and I would hug my wife, who would probably also have papaya for hands. I feel like I'd seek out someone similar to me and try and have papaya-handed children. And then I'd be Papa Papaya.
Stop! Wait,
That would be,
Papyrus.
I'm going to hurt you.
Do it. Do it right now.
Papaya.
Alex, that was your only 2 questions, right?
Yes, those were my only 2 questions. How long
I
is
have.
it?
What?
Oh, no, go.
Oh, because I have one more.
Okay.
What is the play? Well, it's technically it was given to James, but James isn't on this episode. He's here, but
Say hi, James.
Hello.
always making that cameo. What is a playful situation in which tickling is a very appropriate reaction? Example, finding the person in a quote-unquote exposed position, or convincing them to watch the movie you want to watch.
What was it?
What is a playful situation in which tickling is the most appropriate reaction?
Okay.
Probably, like, making fun of me for a quirk that I have. Like, if you make fun of my accent, if you make fun of my height, if you make fun of, like, some stupid shit that I do, like the fact that I stumble over my words because my brain moves faster than my mouth.
No.
Yep, that's probably gonna get you tickled.
Anything I would do if I was ever hanging out with you face to face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Because he wants to be punished.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know.
I hate you.
I mean, we could experiment with that.
You know, this is it actually bothered me and didn't think it anymore, so screw both of you. CC, do you want to make it 3 for 3?
Oh, no.
In other words, punish me,
friendly.
Fifi. Punish me now.
I don't sound like that.
Tempted to do stuff.
I've been a bad wolf.
Oh.
Bye.
He's gone.
Come back. Come back.
He hates us. Okay.
This is what he fucking gets. He was all... Seriously, he was all for...
I threw my headphones on the ground.
He was all for it when it was me in the hot chair. Now, he prefers a cold seat, he does. Cease. Take the question, answer the question.
When is it appropriate?
What is it?
It is appropriate whenever I'm asking for it.
Kinky.
So you're
Yeah. Whenever I'm just like, hey, I low-key want this to happen, that is when it should happen.
Oh, I just got another one through, which is good. So I'll answer this and then we'll end it with that one, I think, because we just keep getting shit. Anytime anyone is being a little shit, anytime anyone's just being a shit to me, I'll be like, right, no, you said a thing. That's all
You
it
said a thing.
You said a thing. You said, did you pick up milk? Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, you fucking idiot. That's it. That's done. You're right. I am a fucking idiot. I don't care if you're right. I don't care if you have a legit point. It's happening. It's happening, bruv. You like it, geez. It's done. It's on. Game on. Game forward.
Okay.
The question I just got through, though, was, have you ever had a situation happen where the person you were tickling asked you to keep tickling?
To just be like, don't stop, keep going type of straight up thing.
When I say the person asked you to keep tickling, I have no idea what other
You
word I
cut
could have
off! I'm sorry.
used. You phrased it. You phrased it as if you were just saying, oh, you cut off, could you repeat?
I'm
Don't fucking... I phrased it in the most simple... I'd quite like a bowl of cereal. So what you're saying to me is, you would enjoy cereal placed within a bowl, potentially with milk. Don't rephrase it in a more complex way when I'm giving you...
Fuck
those simple-
you! I'm sorry.
I've given you the easiest way to fucking convey it. Anyway, yes.
Oh, right, I was supposed to answer that. Has it ever happened? No, I wish. That'd be probably be both the end of me and the hey, dream come true. What the fuck's with the eyebrows?
Alright, Alex. You ready?
Oh, this has never happened to me, but I've been the one that has said that. Yes.
You said it before. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
What do you think interesting for?
Just, it's interesting. Jeez.
JK.
Question everything I say.
Yes, I am questioning.
What is this? Anyways, it's not really happened in the sense of like niche sort of thing. It's just like, some kids that I teach, they would I would accidentally do something and then they're just like, oh no, keep going, I like it. And I'm just like, excuse you.
Like what?
It's happened before. I would be teaching a kid, and then I would ask, because I'm a swim coach, so I have to hold them, and then sometimes they would accidentally, do stuff, and then they would be like,
Cece, you really gotta specify, because this could sound real bad real quick.
it does sound real bad, but sometimes.
Tell the class.
Honestly, even if you put the word in, it doesn't make it sound much better. It just...
For our community, yeah. No, but okay, I would accidentally, or someone would have some kind of reaction, and then the kid's like, no, keep going. That's the only time it's ever happened. And then I was like, excuse you, what did you just ask me to do? Yeah.
Welcome to TikTok Podcast, but 1/4 of our members will end up on a government list.
No,
Literally.
it made me so uncomfortable for the rest of the day. I was like, what just happened?
Fucking hell. Yes. I have. I'm not sure if she was into it or not, but she said, no, it's okay, you can keep going. And so I did for a little bit. So it didn't, like a minute or something afterwards. Not long, because we were at a house party surrounded by fucking people. But yeah, she was trying not to laugh. But okay, I'll give you a break. And she went, no, you don't have to stop. So I don't know if she was into the game and trying to prove something to me. I don't know. But it has happened to me, and I almost died of blood pressure.
Aww.
Should have followed up. Should have been like, wait a minute. Why did you
Dude,
say
honestly, like, I'm dense to the point where I'm just like, so you like this?
We all
I may. Like, she's a very good friend of mine who I was talking to literally today. The next time I see her, maybe I'll,
do it again and see what happens?
I've done it to her so many times, it's ridiculous.
Did she ever tell you to stop?
Not really.
She might be into it.
Ooh, okay.
podcast.
Yeah, gotta give us an update on that. Just be like, so is this a thing for you?
Wow, maybe. I'll have a chat with her next time I see her. But yeah, I think that's going to do us. We ended up doing a fairly long one, despite thinking it was going to be quite short.
We thought it was going to be a short one, but
Only because we got like to a lot of tangents and rambles.
yeah,
which is what we literally always do.
That's literally what a podcast is.
Oh, yes. Oh, that'd be it then.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So, outro time.
Hold on. There's one other thing that we all have to do.
No.
Cece,
No,
you
there
knew this
isn't.
was coming. You knew
No, I
this was
didn't.
coming.
Legitimately, no one asked this question.
I'm
I
asking
think,
you right now.
but that's not fair because no one.
it's
asked.
tradition.
I'm sorry, that's not fair. But Boston asking me questions in the middle of the podcast, it's just popped off the top of her fucking head. That's totally fine, is it?
Yeah,
No,
that's
ask the
fine.
question.
This is not
Let's ask the
fine.
question. And as one of the hosts of this podcast, I'm saying I'm using my powers to insist that we answer it.
Answer what?
I have a request.
I'm so confused.
I have a request.
What?
My question. Everybody in this cast right now says pickle beforehand.
Well,
So we're just gonna do the thing. Cool. I'm gonna go first so I can fucking end this thing and just say, you know,
God damn it! Oh, okay.
oh, wah. I want
to
to be creative with it, but I can't think of anything.
Literally,
today.
Eh.
you're literally gonna break like my multiple year record of not saying this word. I've avoided it so well up until this moment, actually.
Oh,
Such a
boo.
treat.
All right. That's some tinfoil. Alec, go ahead.
That's not the T word.
That's some tinfoil. I can say that.
Welcome to T-Talk Podcast, where we talk nothing but tinfoil.
tinfoil talk.
Foiled again. Boston, say it, you little bitch of fuck.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
God damn it. I hate everyone.
Good job, good job. What?
Are you paying attention, Cece?
Everything sucks.
Go on, please.
How about Alex goes first?
You
No,
have
I-
to go.
that's
You
the
really
rules.
say.
I believe you were saying something about the order before, that the order cannot be broken, so
I was hoping you guys would forget about that.
Come on.
I remember everything. I'm like an elephant. And that I'm huge and grey.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay.
There you go. Close enough.
Next.
Okay, you got it. That was good.
That was rubbish. Yeah, cool, no problem.
Who said that? Who just coughed
What?
provocatively?
You sound like the subtitles, like closed captions, asterisk, coughs provocatively.
Oh my god.
Asterisk, Pope side, comma, cost.
Well, we're back to that now, aren't we?
Giving Bill cards. Right, okay. Bill Cosby. Right. My turn, fair enough. This is for everyone at home, as well as all of the wonderful people here. Don't shy away, just enjoy it. Right. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Okay, I'm good.
All right.
Thank
I'm
you, Alex.
disgusted.
That was perfect.
Hold on, we got one more.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
James.
Oh my god.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh!
And I'll say again. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in once again to Tea Talk. This has been Mistress Boston.
And the Wolf of Thorn.
Your little tea toy.
And the man whose melon percentage has gone up considerably since the start of this podcast because I've been eating a lot of honeydew. And I myself, when I pour syrup on me, am a honeyed Jew.
I hate you.
God!
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening
Good
and
night,
take
everybody.